Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto for Starters, the channel where we break down crypto concepts into simple, easy to understand pieces. Today, we're diving into a topic that confuses a lot of people when they're just starting out. What exactly is a blockchain? If you've heard the term thrown around but never really understood what it means, don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what a blockchain is, how it works, and why it's the foundation of the entire cryptocurrency world. Let's get started. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a type of digital ledger. Think of it as a record book, but instead of being stored in one central location like a bank or a company database, it's distributed across thousands of computers around the world. Now let's break down the word itself, block and chain. A block is a container that holds data, specifically transaction data. A chain is a series of these blocks that are linked together in a chronological order. Once a block is filled with transaction data, it's sealed and connected to the previous block, forming a chain. These chains of blocks create a permanent and unchangeable history of all transactions that have taken place on that network. That means you can look back and see every transaction ever made. It's all recorded in order and cannot be changed once it's added. This setup makes the blockchain both transparent and trustworthy. Everyone can see what's happening, and no one can secretly change that data without everyone else knowing about it. Let's look at a real-world comparison. Imagine a notebook where every page of that notebook is a block. Every time a transaction happens, such as you sending your friend some Bitcoin, it gets written on that available page. Once that page is full of different transactions, it's sealed, numbered, and permanently attached to the previous page in the notebook. But here's the twist. This notebook doesn't exist in just one place. Thousands of people around the world each have an identical copy of that notebook. When a new page is added, all copies of that notebook are updated automatically. This makes fraud nearly impossible. If someone tries to change something in one notebook, the rest of the network will reject the change because the altered version won't match the rest. That's the power of blockchain's distributed nature. Each block also includes a special code called a hash, which acts like a fingerprint for that block. If even one letter of the data inside the block changes, the hash will completely change also. And since each block also carries the hash of the previous block, any tampering would break the entire chain, making it very easy to detect. One of the most important features of blockchain is that it's decentralized. This means that no single person, company, or government controls the network. Instead, control is shared across all the users and computers that participate in it. These are called nodes. Each node stores a full copy of the blockchain and plays a role in verifying transactions. When a new transaction happens, it must be approved by the network before it can be added to the blockchain. This process is called consensus, and it ensures that everyone agrees on the data being recorded. This decentralized structure adds an extra layer of security. There's no single point of failure. If one computer is hacked or goes offline, the network itself keeps running, and the data remains safe and unchanged. The setup also removes the need for trust in third parties like banks or payment processors. Instead of trusting an institution, you trust the system and the math behind it. Security is built into the very structure of a blockchain. Let's dig deeper into how it works. As mentioned earlier, each block contains a unique hash. If someone tries to alter a transaction in a block, it will change the hash of that block. But since every block is connected to the one before and after it, all the other blocks would suddenly have incorrect hash references, causing a chain reaction of invalid data. The network immediately notices any rejects and tampered data. It's kind of like removing a single puzzle piece. Suddenly, the rest doesn't fit anymore. In addition, many blockchains like Bitcoin use something called proof of work to add new blocks. This is a kind of puzzle that computers must solve to verify and add a block. It takes a lot of time and energy to solve, which makes it nearly impossible for someone to take control of the network without massive computing power. Other blockchains use other different methods like proof of stake, which we'll explain in a future video, but the goal is the same. Make sure the data is valid and trustworthy. While blockchain is most commonly associated with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, it has many other uses also. For example, it's in supply chains. Blockchain can track goods as they move from manufacturer to distributor to store, ensuring everything is authentic and accounted for. In healthcare, medical records can be stored securely on a blockchain, allowing doctors to access accurate patient histories while protecting privacy. In voting, blockchain could create tamper-proof digital ballots that can't be changed or lost, making elections more secure. Even in video games, blockchain is being used to manage in-game assets or digital collectibles that players can truly own and trade. And with smart contracts, programs that automatically execute when certain conditions are met. Blockchain can enable all kinds of transactions without middlemen. Think of a vending machine that releases a soda only when you insert the right amount of money. That's the basic idea behind a smart contract. And Ethereum is one of the platforms that makes them possible. These real-world applications are already being built, and the potential is massive. We're not just talking about crypto, we're talking about transforming how we store, verify, and share information in every part of our lives. So, let's sum it all up. A blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger made up of linked blocks that record data in a secure, transparent, and tamper-resistant way. It's maintained by a network of nodes that work together to verify and record every transaction. Once a transaction is recorded, it can't be changed, and anyone can verify it. This structure removes the need for middlemen, improves trust, and opens up new ways of exchanging value, not just in money, but in everything from voting to medical records. If you understand blockchain, you understand the foundation of nearly every crypto project that exists today. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand blockchain better, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more beginner-friendly crypto content. Leave a comment and let me know. What's one part of crypto you still find confusing? I'll be replying to your questions. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.